Hamlet and the players enter.
Please repeat the speech, just as I said it to you, smoothly and easily. If you exaggerate it in the way so many current actors do, I'd rather have the town crier say the lines. Don't make huge gestures with your hands, like this. Gesture just a bit, because to truly communicate a whirlwind of passion, you must present it in a way that's smooth and real. Oh, I absolutely hate it when I hear some overexcited actor in a wig shout his passionate lines, splitting the audience's eardrums in an effort to impress the unsophisticated watchers standing just in front of the stage, who for the most part can only appreciate loud sounds in pantomime shows. I would whip a guy for overdoing the part of a tyrant. That's worse than those old plays in which King Herod ranted. Please, don't do that.
I'll do as you ask.
Don't be too tame, though, either. Instead, let your judgment guide you. Fit the action to the word and the word to the action, and never overact in a way that seems unnatural. Exaggerated unacting is the opposite of what acting should be. The purpose of acting, both when it began and until now, is to hold a mirror up to nature, virtue, vice, and to the spirit of the times. If you overact or have bad timing, it may make the unknowledgeable laugh, but will make those who know theater grieve. And you should care more about a single knowledgeable theater lover than an entire theater of the uninformed. I've seen actors perform who are highly praised by others, but who, not to be rude, can't perform a credible Christian, pagan, or even a man. They strut around and bellow like beasts that have been made by some apprentice to God. They imitate men, but extremely badly.
I hope we've removed that fault almost entirely from our acting company, sir.
Oh, get rid of it completely. And make sure that the clowns speak exactly the lines written for them. Because some of them will laugh in order to get some stupid spectators to laugh. Well, in the meantime, an unimportant part of the plot is then unfolding. That's villainous and displays a pitiful ambition in the offending fool to get noticed at the expense of the play. Go, get ready.
The players exit. Polonius, Guildenstern, and Rosencrantz enter.
What's the news, my lord? Will the king come to see the performance?
Yes, and the queen too, and soon.
Tell the actors to hurry.
Polonius exits.
Will you two help to speed the actors along?
Yes, my lord.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern exit.
Hello, Horatio.
Horatio enters.
My dear lord, here I am at your service.
Horatio, you're as much what a man should be as any I have ever met.
Oh, my dear lord.
No? Don't think I'm flattering you. What can I hope to get from you, who has nothing other than your good graces to support you? Why would anyone flatter a poor person? No, only flatter the rich, or bow to those who might respond to your fawning with money or favors. Do you understand me? Since I have the power and ability to distinguish between men, my soul has chosen you for a friend because you are, as one who endures anything, and therefore allows nothing to make you suffer. A man who accepts all the twists and turns of fate, positive or negative, with the same calm thankfulness. Blessed are those who have perfect balance of passion and reason, because they cannot be simply played by fate any which way she chooses. Show me a man who is not a slave to his emotions, and I will keep him close to my heart. Yes, in my heart of hearts, as I do you. But I've said too much. A play will be performed tonight in front of the king. One of the scenes in it comes close to showing the circumstances I told you about regarding my father's death. During that scene, please watch my uncle with all of your care and attention. If his hidden guilt is not revealed during the scene, then that ghost was a demon, and my ideas about my uncle were dirty and wrong. Watch him carefully, as will I. Afterwards we'll meet and come to a joint conclusion about whether or not he is guilty.
Very well, my lord. I'll watch him so closely that if he manages to steal anything and I don't notice it, I promise to pay the cost of the stolen item.
A dance march plays. Trumpets play. Claudius enters with Gertrude, Polonius, Ophelia. Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, and the other attending lords, with Claudius' guard carrying torches.
They're coming. I must look like I'm doing nothing. Find a seat.
How dare you, Fair? My nephew's Hamlet.
Excellent! In fact, I eat the air, full as it is of promise, just as chameleons do. That's no way to feed a chicken.
I don't know what you're saying. Hamlet, these words don't answer my question.
No, nor mine.
To Polonius.
My lord, you were in plays during college, right?
That I was, my lord, and I was considered to be a good actor.
What role did you play?
I played Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
That was brutish of him to kill so capital a man. Are the actors ready?
Yes, my lord. They wait only for you to call them.
Come here, my dear Hamlet. Sit by me.
No thanks, my good mother. Here's something more attractive.
He sits down near Ophelia. Polonius to Claudius.
Aha! Did you hear that?
My lady, should I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean, put my head in your lap?
Yes, my lord.
Did you think I was talking about sex?
I think nothing, my lord.
That's a nice thought to lie between a girl's legs.
What is, my lord?
Nothing?
You're happy tonight, my lord.
Who, me?
Yes, my lord.
Oh, God. The ultimate puppeteer. What else can a man do but be happy? For example, look how cheerful my mother is. And my father's been dead for just 2 hours.
No, my lord. It's been 4 months.
That long? Well, then may the devil wear black mourning clothes while I go about in a suit of fine fur. Heaven forbid! He's been dead for 2 months already and hasn't been forgotten yet? I guess there's hope that memories of a great man may outlive him by 6 months. But by God, he must build churches for that to happen, or else he'll have to put up with being forgotten. Like the hobby horse in the popular song. Hey ho, the hobby horse is forgotten.
Trumpets play. The pantomime begins. A king and queen enter and embrace each other lovingly. She kneels before him and makes a show of her devotion to him. He lifts her up and rests his head on her neck, then lies down on a bank of flowers. She sees he is asleep, and leaves. Soon another man enters, takes the crown off the sleeping king's head and kisses it, then pours in the king's ear and exits. The queen returns and finds the king dead. She weeps passionately. The killer returns along with 3 others and pretends to grieve with the queen. The dead body is carried away. The killer woos the queen with gifts. For a while she is cold and unwilling, but eventually accepts his advances. The player exits.
What does this mean, my lord?
This means we're having some mischievous fun.
The pantomime most likely gives a sense of the plot of the play.
The prologue. An actor who will introduce the play enters.
We'll learn the truth from this fellow. Actors can't keep secrets. They'll tell all.
Will he tell us what the pantomime meant?
Yes, or anything else you show him. If you're not ashamed to show it, he won't be ashamed to tell you what it means.
You're just naughty. Naughty. I'm watching the play.
Appealing to your forgiving nature, we beg you to patiently to watch us perform our tragedy.
The prologue exits.
Was that a prologue or the inscription on a ring?
It was short, my lord.
As short as a woman's love.
The player king and player queen enter.
The earth circled the sun 30 times, and the moon has waxed and waned over the ocean, and the earth for 30 times 12 months, since love joined our hearts, and the hymen joined our hands in the sacred bonds of marriage.
May we continue to love each other.
May we continue to love each other for another 30 years. But I am sad. You've been so sick recently, so different from your former cheerful self, that I worry about you. But though I worry, don't let it upset you, my lord. Women in love are always afraid. For women, love and fear go hand in hand, whether or not there is reason to worry. I've proven the quality of my love, and as my love is deep, so too is my fear. When someone's love is great, little worries become big, little fears grow big, are a sign of great love.
In truth, I will soon have to leave you. Love, my body is growing weak, ceasing to function. I will leave you behind in this beautiful world, my honorable beloved. Perhaps you'll find another husband.
Oh, curse everyone else. Loving another would be treason in my heart. May I be cursed if I take a second husband. Only a woman who killed her first husband would marry a second.
Hamlet himself.
That's bitter.
The reason for a second marriage might be money, but never love. When my second husband kissed me in bed, it would be like killing my first husband again.
I believe that's what you think now, but what we swear will do we often don't. Intentions are driven by memory. They are strong at first, but fade over time, like an unripe apple that sticks to the tree, but falls on its own to the ground when ripe. It's necessary for us to forget to meet the obligation we impose on ourselves. We forget to do what we promise to in moments of passion once that passion fades. Grief or joy might spur us to action, but the call to action fades along with the grief or joy. Grief becomes joy, and joy turns to grief, based on little twists of fate. The world won't last forever, so it's not odd that even love can change as our fate changes. It remains an open question whether love propels your fate or your fate propels love. When the great man falls, he is deserted. When a poor man rises, enemies become friends. Love is, similarly, dependent on fortune. A person with money will never lack friends, while a friend who asks another for money will make that friend an enemy. Back to the point on which I began, our desires and our fates will never match, so our plans never end up as we hope. What we want to happen and what happens will never be the same. So you think you'll never marry again, but those thoughts will die when I do.
May the earth give me no food, and the sky no light. May I have no rest or leisure, day or night. May my trust and hope turn to despair. May cheap prison food be all the comfort that I can hope for. May all the forces that turn joy to sadness destroy all of my desires. For now and forever, may I know no peace if, after becoming a widow, I ever again become a wife.
What if she breaks that vow?
You swear sincerely, sweetheart. Leave me alone for a while. I'm getting sleepy, and I would like to escape this tiresome day by going to sleep.
The player king falls asleep.
May you sleep well, and may no twists of fate ever come between us.
The player queen exits.
Madame, how do you like this play?
The lady's promising a bit much, I think.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
Do you know the plot? Is there anything offensive in it?
No, it's just pretend. Just a little joke. Not offensive at all.
What's the title of the play?
The Mousetrap. Indeed, why? It's a metaphor. This play reenacts a murder committed in Vienna. Gonzago is the Duke's name, and his wife is Baptista. You'll see soon. It's really a mischievous piece of work, but who cares? You and I have clear consciousness, so it doesn't concern us. Let the guilty flinch, we can watch without being bothered.
Lucianus enters.
This is Lucianus, the king's nephew.
You're as good as a play-by-play announcer, my lord.
I could do a play-by-play between you and your lover if you put on a little puppet show for me.
You are witty, my lord, and sharp.
You could take my edge off, but doing it might make you moan.
Your jokes are getting better, even as your manners get worse.
For better, for worse. That's the vow you take when you take a husband.
To Lucianus.
Get moving, murderer! Curses. Stop making those stupid faces and begin. Come on, we're all waiting for the revenge.
Evil thoughts, willing hands, the perfect poison, and the opportunity to act. The darkness of the night protects me. No one can see me. You foul mixture of deadly weeds, which Hecate has cursed and infected, use your deadly properties to steal away health and life.
He pours the poison into the player king's ears.
He poisons the king in the garden to get the kingdom. The king's name is Gonzago. The original story was written in Italian. You'll see shortly how the murderer wins the love of Gonzago's wife.
Claudius stands up.
The king is standing up.
What? Is he scared of a gun firing a blank?
My lord, how are you feeling?
Stop the play.
Turn on the lights. I'm leaving.
Lights, lights, lights!
Everyone except Hamlet and Horatio exit. Hamlet reciting like an actor.
Let the deer that's been shot go weep alone, while the uninjured deer plays. For some must watch while others must sleep. That's the way of the world.
To Horatio.
Don't you think that with my acting skills, if I wore some plumes of feathers and had decorative flowers on my shoes, I could get a job in a troupe of actors if things went wrong in the rest of my life?
They'd probably give you half a share of the company.
A whole share for me.
Reciting like an actor.
For you know, my dearest Damon, that this kingdom lost its Jove-like king, and now who rules? A big, big peacock.
You could have at least rhymed.
Oh, Horatio, I wager $1,000 the ghost spoke the truth. Did you see?
Very well, my lord.
When the actors mentioned the poison...
I watched him closely.
Aha! Hey, some music, please. Play your flutes. For if the king does not like the play, then that's it. He does not like it, I say. Come on now. Music!
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern enter.
My lord, might I have a word with you?
You can have a whole story.
The king, sir.
Yes? What about him?
He's in his chambers now, and very upset.
He has an upset stomach from drinking too much.
No, my lord, he's angry.
You'd be a lot smarter if you told this to a doctor. If I were to treat him, he would end up angrier.
My lord, please try to make sense and not to veer on such wild tangents from the point of my question.
I'll behave, sir. Speak.
The queen, your mother, who is extremely unhappy, has sent me to you.
You are very welcome here.
No, my lord, your polite words don't make any sense in this situation. If you be so kind as to give me a real answer, I'll carry out your mother's request. If not, I'll say goodbye, and that'll be the end of my business.
Sir, I can't.
Can't what, my lord?
Give you a real answer. My mind is not right, but I'll try to give the best answer I can to you, or rather, to my mother. Therefore, let's get to the point. My mother, you say?
She says that your behavior has shocked and astonished her.
Oh, what a wonderful son I am to be able to impress my mother. But what are the details of my mother's admiration? Explain.
She wants to speak with you in her bedroom before you go to bed.
I will obey, as if she were 10 times my mother. Have you any other business with me?
My lord, you once liked me.
And I still do. I swear by my hands.
My lord, what's the cause of your anger? You're locking yourself into a prison by refusing to reveal your problems to your friends.
Sir, I have no future prospects.
How could that be, when the king himself has proclaimed you the heir to the Danish throne?
The players enter with recorders.
Yes, but as the proverb goes, well, the grass grows. Though that is an old, stale proverb. Oh, the recorders! Let me see one.
He takes the recorder. The Rosencrantz and Guildenstern so that only they can hear.
Step back. Why are you moving around me as if to ambush me into a trap?
Oh, my lord, if I'm being too bold, it's only because I care about you too much to show good manners.
I don't understand you. Will you play this recorder?
My lord, I can't.
Please.
Believe me, I can't.
I beg you.
I don't know how, my lord.
It's as easy as lying. Cover these holes with your fingers and thumb and blow into it. It will produce the most beautiful music. See? Here are the holes.
But I can't play any song or melody. I don't have the skill.
Well, look at that. You treat me like such a fool. You keep trying to play me, as if you knew exactly where to put your fingers to tease out my mystery, playing the full scale of all my notes. There's so much music in this little instrument, and yet you cannot make it speak? By God, do you think I'm easier to play than a recorder? Call me whatever instrument you want. Even though you try to push my buttons, you cannot play me.
Polonius enters.
God bless you, sir.
My lord, the queen would like to speak with you right away.
Do you see the cloud over there that looks almost like a camel?
By God, it does look like a camel.
To me, it looks like a weasel.
Its back is like a weasel's.
Or like a whale.
Very much like a whale.
I'll come to see my mother soon.
To himself.
They're trying to play me as a fool. Now I'm almost to my breaking point.
To Polonius.
I'll come soon.
I'll tell her that.
It's easy enough to say soon.
Polonius exits.
Leave me alone, my friends.
Everyone except Hamlet exits.
It's now the time of night when witches roam, when graveyards open and the stench of hell breathe sickness into the world. And I could drink hot blood and do things so terrible it would make people tremble the next day. But wait, I must now go to see my mother. Oh, my heart, do not lose your humanity. Don't let yourself become like Nero. Let me be cruel but not inhuman. I'll speak to her as sharply as a dagger, but not use a dagger. Though my words will condemn her to hell, my soul must never make that condemnation into reality by letting me kill her.
Hamlet exits.